Welcome to the Brain Soul Success Show, where we learn, explore, and create your powerful positive healing for life. I'm your host, Louise Schwartzwalter. I'm the creator of a 5-part mind, body, soul methodology that clears the subconscious blocks to success. From engaging transformational interviews, brain soul success stories, and the secrets shared by brain and spiritual experts, you will reconnect, revitalize, and transform your powerful life. It's time for you. Well, welcome everybody. Dr. Louise Schwartzwalter here with the Brain Soul Success Show. And I just had an amazing opportunity to interview Gale. And Gale has been working with us for about a year now, learning our brain system. And our brain system consists of a 5-part methodology that helps you clear your brain and really up-level your life and your brain and your whole body, mind, spirit. And so BRAIN is an acronym that stands for B is body, R is releasing. So releasing all the mental chatter and the emotions that are holding you back from, I call being 100% your soul's truth. A is align with spirit. I is integrate. You're integrating your brain frequencies to your soul's truth. And N is putting in the new program. And the new program piece is often missed in a lot of healing systems or methodologies. So it's really just putting in the new program of how you want to show up. It's reframing how you want to be in the world. But it's powerful energy work that it actually shifts your entire energy field to now resonate with a different vibration. So it's easier to hold those positive intentions, and it literally shifts those old patterns. And so Gale has just really tapped into her power of intuition. It just got super heightened through using this program and helped her heal a lot of family relationships. And everything in her life started to change, even after doing years and years of personal work. So I wanted you to hear directly from Gale. And so enjoy this amazing interview with Gale Turnipolsky, who has really just, changed her life in such a big way. I'm so proud of her. So enjoy, everyone. Welcome, everybody. Dr. Louise Schwartzwalter here, and this is the Brain Soul Success Show. And in this show, we learn, explore, and up-level your life. This is powerful, positive healing for your life. And I am so grateful to be here with my guest, Gale Turnipolsky. And Gale has been involved in our year-long program and some programs with us and has been a seeker for years. And it's just such a gift to be with you, Gale, today. Yeah, it's so awesome. I know that you have done so much personal work and have been looking and seeking, answers for yourself for years. Tell us what's kind of happened with you in the last maybe year and a half here.
Since I've started working with Dr. Louise here, I've learned some tools, and I was kind of person that I've always sought answers. I was always seeking spiritual destinations, but meanwhile, I kept all my emotions inside and stuffed them and just didn't express myself. And this has given me an opportunity to release those emotions and not lifelong emotions, and memories of coming back, and it's empowered me. It's made me feel more confident. It's really helped me understand myself in a way I never thought possible.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. So when you say understand yourself in a way you never thought possible, what have you learned? What do you understand more about yourself now doing some of the brain soul success work than you did maybe 5 or 10 years ago?
Well, I've learned to release emotions and not take everything on as my responsibility, if that makes any sense. And there were things I didn't understand when I was younger that I thought were my fault. And I've learned that they weren't my fault. And as a consequence too, not only have I gained confidence, but I've gotten a lot closer to friends and family. And in this group, I've met some really like-minded people and made some really deep connections, and that has been just invaluable.
That's awesome. I mean, I love watching your growth. You came in, as a seeker, though. You had done so many things. So what other avenues of self-growth and working on yourself have you tried? Have you worked with?
Well, I think I even started as a teenager. My mother and I would do things together. Then my joke is she was New Age before New Age was even a term. So we would do past life readings together. We did meditations. I've done that. There was another program a couple of decades ago called the Life Training. I'm not even sure they're around anymore. And I met a lot of people there and made great connections. And this is just another layer of seeking. And it's a different too, because the tools are energy work and it clears it. And it's the previous program was probably more psychologically based, where this is more energy based. So it's a different approach. And in some ways, my experiences is that it's deeper. It's much deeper for me anyway.
Deeper. Awesome. Awesome. Deeper. I love that. Yeah, because that's what I feel is happening, or I hope is happening, for people. It sounds like your mom has been one of your mentors. Who else has been a mentor for you over the years?
Amount over the years. Um, I don't know. I've just come across a lot of different people. I can't, uh, no one specific comes to mind. I try to just be open to new teachers that come along. Ann O'Brien is someone I have worked with.
Hmm.
Um, and I just try to be open to possibility.
Yeah, because I know when you first came in, I just watched your growth. You came in with some tools and some personal growth work. I could tell that you were at a higher, I'm just going to say a higher frequency already. And I just loved even just emailing back and forth with you when we first got started. And then I thought, oh, wow, this is just an amazing intuitive woman. I mean, I just have to call out your psychic abilities. Gale, you have this deep intuition, and the dreams that you have and the processing that you do around it. It's really beautiful to watch. And I don't know if there are people listening here who would benefit from. I think so. Who would benefit from you know knowing those insights, if you will, because when we hear people speak them, it brings up something in our own minds. So tell us about some of the amazing dreams that you've had, and how you ask yourself questions about that, to process.
There's been dreams over the course of my lifetime that have been prophetic. Some of them have happened within a few days.
Mhm.
One example was I dreamed about fire at the high school, and then 2 days later, it was literally on the other side of the building, and there was a picture of a woman in a window that I actually saw in my dream. So sometimes it has been quite literal. Sometimes
Mhm.
it's symbolic. It's a tool I use to work things out. And in a way, there are probably times that I would express my emotions in my dreams because I couldn't express them in real life. So
Mhm.
um, with the tools I'm learning with Dr. Louise, then I can process those um, emotions during the day and just move them on out to create more space, to create more clarity. And um,
Awesome. Wow, that's really powerful that you have those prophetic dreams like that. I know that you're really good at sort of asking yourself questions so that you can process. So if you think about when you have a dream like that, um, you know, I think other people probably do too. There is a percentage of the population that have dreams, and they may not either know how to process, or they get scared. So what do you do? With that information?
and I probably the main thing I would say is I just pay attention. So
Okay.
when I wake up or when it really hits me, I think, wow, this is something you got to remember. It's had an
Mhm.
impact. I have in times written a dream journal, And there's a tool that, you know, if I'm this symbol in my dream, what does it mean? And so, but oftentimes I'll get that vivid one that gives me the trigger to say, pay attention. There's something here, pay attention. And that's the other important part of being intuitive is to, when you have that moment, just pay attention. For
Mhm.
example, my husband, when I had met him and I moved away, and then I came back and I reconnected with him, and he gave me a little kiss on the cheek, and I'm like, pay attention, something's happening here. And we were just acquaintance, and then, you know, like 2 years later we were married. So it's
Mm.
those life moments that when you get a hit, pay attention.
Pay attention. Oh, such good advice. Such good advice. I actually think right now we're being called to listen on a deeper level, just because of what's going on in the world right now. So here we are in April of 2020, and we have this pandemic, this whole coronavirus thing going on, and it's a different time in our lives, a different world, and I think we're being called to pay attention and listen, and that's actually part of the lesson of what's going on right now for all of us. And so the intuitives out there like yourself, you can lead. You can lead us in that journey in a way, just by mentioning that here, so everyone else will do it too. So I want to thank you for that. Yeah, so important, so important. Oh my gosh, you're such a beautiful, beautiful soul. What one of the tools, what tool that you've learned in the brain system that maybe is your favorite, or that you like to use a lot?
I think my favorite is the one we call the soul tie box,
Mm-hmm.
because it helps me identify emotions, clears those emotions out. And it actually has helped me understand where some of them come, and some of them are ancestral. And at first I like didn't get that, but now like I get it. It's literally passed down through the DNA. And in a meditation one morning, I felt how it was connected. I just had the visceral feeling of how it was connected 6 generations back. And had I not been doing soul tie boxes, I don't know that I would have gotten that information or that hit. And it really, and the emotion was shame. It really cleared out a lot of shame for me.
Mm-hmm. Wow, very powerful. I love that. I hadn't heard that before, how you got that hit about all the meaning, all the meaning of that, all the meaning of that. Your insights are so amazing. So what has been sort of your biggest aha moment?
Oh, I
Maybe
am enough. I'm enough.
I'm enough.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm enough. That's huge for me. And so it's given me confidence, and that I didn't have before. And then, I'm getting feedback about that as well. And maybe it's that I'm open to it in a way that I wasn't before. So maybe the feedback's been there and I just couldn't see the forest for the trees.
I think that's probably true, because when I think about what we're doing, we're getting you sort of back to who you really are. It's like realigning you with your soul's truth. And then when you can acknowledge that and step up and be that, you emulate that, right?
I
And you
think so.
can,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, you can walk in that, walk your path, if you will.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
just
Absolutely.
just
Yeah.
kind of walk your path. That's so awesome. So what did you want to, what else, like, if you had a goal or intention for the next even month or 2 months here, what would that be? What is it you want to see shift now?
Um, being patient, and being in the now and in the present moment.
Mhm.
There's the next 2 months is just kind of a different experience for all of us humans. And it's hitting up against a lot of things for all of us. And so for me to be patient and to pay attention in the moment
Mhm.
is probably the most important goal I have.
Yeah, no, I love that. I love that. You know what else I really love about you, Gail, is the not only your ability to tune in and to pay attention and to listen, uh, but you have a way of being able to say it in a way where people get it. You know, you speak from your heart. People get that. This is such an important time for us to pay attention and to listen, like you said, to your intuition. I know that some of the amazing clearings that we've done together, you've even had changes in your family,
Yes, I
you
have.
know?
Been good.
So what's happened when you use these tools for you and your family?
It's just created a space that we haven't had. I had um, a distance between my sister and I for a while, and through these tools, we've cleared the space. I cleared some for me and for her, and um, I don't know. It just changed everything between us.
Yeah, you recently visited her, didn't you?
Yeah, it brought us back together.
Yes.
It brought us back
Yes.
together for sure, for sure.
Yes. And that's so completely beautiful. So completely beautiful. And so how long had you been not, not seeing or talking or,
We probably hadn't seen each other in like 5 years, but for the last 2 years, 2.5, 3 years, we really didn't speak.
hmm
We
And then
really,
you recently visited her, so that's
I
so
did. It
awesome.
was awesome.
Yay! That's
And
so
we're in a deeper, better place, and we vowed that we would never let that happen again.
Oh, that's beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Very beautiful. Walking this soul journey is so amazing, isn't it?
It is. It
It
really is.
really is. You know, I know you speak about London a lot. You have a definite connection to London.
Yeah.
Uh, Tell us how you even discovered that. You know, I know that when you talk about it, I'm just kind of in awe. So tell us about that.
Well, my husband had visited many times, and I had never had a desire to go. But you saw a bargain on it, so we're like, okay, I'll go. He wants to go to make him happy. I got there and I fell madly in love, and um, it helped me enjoy history and then the design, the beauty of it. But then I also have done some ancestry.com work, and I know my ancestors came from there. So I know where I'm walking is where they've walked, and then have done more research. And I literally, some churches we know relatives, ancestors were in. We've been to some of the cemeteries, they were there. And I have a DNA match with some cousins in Cambridge who I've met like 3 times. So I gained more family. Who gets extra family like that later in life, like cousins and so on. I mean, in lieu of like
That's
kids.
so
Oh,
cool.
so yeah, I mean, when I could do a DNA ancestry.com commercial, because it really has had a interesting happy ending. And then I've met another cousin who lived in South Africa, who ended up where my sister lives, and we've reconnected. And it's just been an interesting journey. But
Wow, I love how you discovered that. So ancestry.com, a trip to London, and I know that you keep going back because it just calls you.
it calls me. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's just the design, everything they do. It's a great place. I'm really missing it right now.
I bet because we can't go anywhere. Yeah, I'm sure.
London Calling, I think that's the name of an album.
What would be your tip for people here who may feel those same kind of feelings when they go visit someplace? You
Oh,
know?
pay attention and then do your research, and
Mhm.
you might be surprised what you discover. And you're walking in your ancestors' footsteps, and it's really exciting because they really did get us here, and there's pluses to that. So.
Yeah, no, that's so cool. So you got to meet your cousins, and what was the big learning from all of that for you? Like what have you taken away with, hey, this is part of my family, besides
Um,
connection, just yeah.
well, connection, but it's just history is fascinating. It didn't just how we got here, and
Mhm.
obviously how when we're connected to more than just our family, we're connected to other people, and I don't know. I'm a lifelong learner, so I'm always looking for an opportunity to learn,
Mhm.
and it's provide. It really provides a lot of information for me that way. I've learned a lot, and there's more. There's more to do. That's what everybody says. Why do you keep going back? Because there's so much to do. So much
That's
to do.
very, very cool. That's very cool. Do you journal about that? I'm just curious. Do you write? You know?
Um, I should, but I don't. I don't.
Okay. Okay. I'm just thinking, wow, I would love to, because I know you're a great writer. I would love to see you know how when we get away from something for a while, the emotions aren't raw and they're not like right there at that time. And so the writing ends up looking differently when we're over here than it does when we're in the moment. Oh, I have a great gift I'm going to give you now, a travel journal. That's an awesome idea. So, yeah, uh, yeah, so you can capture that in the moment. You can capture that in the moment. Yeah, so you've learned a lot, and you've grown so much. And I know that you're saying here about paying attention, that really this is the time to pay attention. What are you learning during this time about yourself that might inspire other people as well? Because we're all right now, we're kind of quarantined and we're on lockdown, we're in our homes. We're only going out for essentials. It's a different time on the planet, so we're all learning something. What are you learning from this time?
I'm learning to be patient, and I'm learning to be present. And it's patience has not been my strong point. And I want to fast forward the DVR and find out the ending. But
Okay. Okay. Uh-huh.
and that's something I've said many times in my life. That's not the first time I've used that analogy. So I have to laugh. And it's like, sorry, kid. It's just, well, it's like live TV, so you can't fast forward
You can't, yeah, you can't fast forward. You have to be in the present moment.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you have to be in the present moment. And if you were going to give one tip from all that you've learned over the years here to our audience today, on just a tip of advice from Gale, what would that be?
Oh, open your heart and let the love in. Just, it's there, and it starts with you right here. And
Beautiful. I don't want to say anything after that. We thank you for being here today. We thank you for sharing with us. We hope that all of you out there learned something. It inspired you to grow, to change, to ask questions, to pay attention in the moment, and be patient, and heed, Gail's amazing words here. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll see you later. Have a great day.